Hi, everybody. It is Monday, 6 o'clock right on the nose. It is March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I am wearing green, and I have two green things on. My shirt, and I am recognizing my team. I'm an alumni, Michigan State University. Probably most of you know that. Very proud of my green roots, green and white. And I'm also wearing, I bought this weekend. I was in Seaport Village. And it's my word of the year on a leather bracelet, and it says believe. So I have two green things on. And Jean said, go green. See, I don't let you watch the show if you're a Michigan fan. So if you're a Michigan fan, you're going to have to turn it off. I'm kidding. I am from Michigan originally, but I'm in sunny San Diego. That's where I live. And every Monday I stream live from my studio, no matter what condition the studio is in. So it's really messy, but I have to tell you some things. So I have been looking at the list and compiling seeing the list that people are, and they want to use watercolor pencils, and they want to use this, and all these things I have. I have watercolor markers. So I've been pulling out things that I've owned for a zillion years, but I did buy one new thing. God. And I got to tell you a funny story. So, Andy, do not let me forget to tell you the funny story on these, but I'll go over that. So you guys are always wanting me to use new stuff, but I have a lot of old stuff that if you go through your stash, you probably have stuff in there that you didn't even know you owned. Well, that would be me. So I pulled out my watercolor pencils because I got watercolor pencils one year as a gift, and I have those. And I have had watercolor markers forever and a day, and I use them on and off. I don't use them a ton, but when I travel, I use them because they are so handy, and they come in a brilliance of colors. And I assembled them over the years, but I bought the entire set. So I thought we would dig in and play. So what I try, if there's a lot of new people who are just saying they're here for the first time, and I welcome you, I will tell you the basis of the show is very relaxed. I don't prepare in any way. Sometimes I do this, like this was on the internet and it says plant these flowers to help save bees. Well, I don't have a green thumb, and I'm allergic to bees, or I have a really bad reaction to bees. I don't know if I'm allergic, but I'm really not a bee saver, but I loved all the flowers. So I print stuff up like this all the time. Andy sent me this awesome calendar that I tear out the pages every day, and I never throw them away because they have awesome sayings, and then they have cute little, like this says, give from your heart. And I'm going to draw those. So I don't ever throw them away. This is the whole year. I don't know what I'm doing with them, Andy, but they're sitting there. So I get inspiration from everything and everywhere. I want to say a special thank you to many. I don't even know where to begin. And I always cry when I do this. But today I got this from Andy, and it's cute. It says, begin anywhere, just begin. And Andy and Andy had sent me some really nice words about how I have impacted certain people, or some people, and sometimes that means a lot to me because I don't know what I'm doing every Monday, or really I don't know what I'm doing Monday through really Friday. Saturday and Sunday I pretty much have that down, but Monday through Friday is really, anyway. And she sent me this cute little pad of paper, and it's this little girl standing next to just a big canvas, and it's so cool. I just love it. And there, I got a really nice thank you card from Brenda this week, and I'm going to post that on my Facebook page. And she was thanking me for something I did back in 2012. So back in 2012, I was just thankful to be breathing. So awesome. And I really want to thank Donna. Or Deborah. And I hope Deborah is here, and I cannot think of Deborah's last name, because, of course, I am an idiot. But Deborah. So Deborah posted this on our group. If you're not a member of our group, Deborah Epps. E-P-P-S, because I am bad with names. Please, Deb. I hope Debbie's here. Anyway, she posted this on our page, and she had asked everybody, like, what our favorite era was. Like, if you could go back to any era, what would you go back to? And I put the 50s, because if I could dress like June Cleaver or Lucille Ball, I would be wearing a dress exactly like this. And I went pretty crazy over this, and it says there's no beginning, there's no end, there's no beginning, There is only the infinite passion of life. And life is an art of drawing without an eraser. I mean, it's just, I loved it. And she had made it for me without telling me. And she put the template that she made, the flower, attached to it. And it says, you give but little when you give of your possessions, but it is when you give of yourself that you truly give. And on the back it says, thank you for all you have given. And I sometimes don't know what I'm doing. And this makes me cry. So I'm an emotional person. Anyway, Deb, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is going in my studio on my wall. And I guess Andy and Vicki met this weekend, and Andy said you have had a great impact on people's lives. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So to hear little things like that means a lot to me. And I'm not asking for gifts. Please don't send me gifts. I sound like I'm going, so send a gift. No, I'm not. I'm saying those who have, thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, Debbie, really. And it was funny was she asked what error, and she wanted to make the dress catered to me. I think she sort of looks like me because look at how thin her waistline is and how perfect her body is. It's a really big resemblance, and how her hair is perfect. Okay, maybe not. It's so cute, and it's got the word creative on it. There's so many details on it. Anyway, and I know this week she had happened to sell a first few of her pages, or for some of her pieces, and that's exciting. So anyway. Okay, so today I want to tell you, I get 15 minutes to talk, and then the show starts. So we have 3 moderators. They are Lori, Andy, and Mary. They're the Supremes. They're saying, I see the resemblance. It's the waistline, right? Okay. I should put this down a little bit. Not that I want you guys to see my waistline, but it looks like Sparty is huge. Anyway, they keep it all going. So they're going to give the links to a lot of stuff. I will tell you this much. My website, tonight I got the go-ahead to start releasing it, but I have to proof it and make sure what it says is right. And I'm fine-tuning it. I haven't been able to update my blog in 1 week, so I have massive creative block because all I want to do is write. I've got new pieces to share, new things for sale, new. And I always like to share it. Oh, so yesterday, I'll talk about this first. If you have not entered in our creative challenge, it is all about I am. The word is, it's I am, and then you fill in the rest of the blank. I don't even know where my piece is. This was last week's, which I absolutely loved this day. I don't know where the piece is. And I probably won't be able to find it fast because, oh, here it is. I don't know. I am creative, free, inspiring, happy, strong. Okay, that was my piece. So don't forget to enter in that. We have awesome prizes. I've been working on the month of May, which is my birthday, and I don't believe in receiving. I believe in giving. But if you want me to receive, I will. No, I celebrate my birthday all month long, and to me, it's about being with my friends and family, and I cannot wait. So I'm turning 44, and I'm gaining weight, so I've decided it's probably 44 and more to adore is my new saying. 43 and free is my saying right now. But I think I'm aiming toward 44 and more to adore if I keep gaining weight like I am. So today I got this magazine in the mail, and it's called Professional Artist, okay? See that? Professional. Right there? Okay. So I thought, why am I getting this magazine? Oh, they must not want me to try it. And I'm leafing through it during my lunch. The artist who mastered art about art, and I'm going, oh, look, I'm in it. So, it's so ironic. Oh, thank you, Pam said it's all the muscle I've been gaining. I have been trying to bike and run and jump a lot. So anyway, I laughed because it was about your studio, and I won something, and it said most messy, most creative. I got most organized. So I'm going to share this on my new blog once I figure out how to post on my new blog. But is that not the most hilarious thing? Okay, good. Jamie Hikes is on, but she can't seem to get the chat. So if anybody can give her some tips. Jamie, make sure you're on the chat tab so that you can chat. I know that there's a social chat or social media one. Anyway, so I always used to have a joke that I wasn't a professional photographer until somebody had paid me for taking photos. And then somebody paid me for their wedding or whatever. And I went, oh, I'm a photographer. So actually, I'm in professional artist, not for my art, for my OCD. Yep. So I think that is hilarious. I'm so honored. But I think it is so funny that, I'm in professional artist for my OCD. So that came. So I'm going to share that. I thought that was great. And then I went shopping, or I went sightseeing in my own town to Seaport Village, and I have to share what I got. There was this cute little paper store, and it said Instant Notepad, 100 sheets for everyday inspiration. It is the cutest little notepad, and I'll probably share some of the pages. Hello. It's a notepad with, look, everybody's clapping. It's so funny. It's a notepad with just like artisty things. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but look at that. I mean, I want to write everybody on here a note or something. I want to do something with it, but I bought that version, and then I bought this version. It's just so inexpensive and absorbent. I'm like, oh, I don't know how much. Oh, this was only $11. The other one was $11, and it wasn't as big. But isn't it so? Wait, let me see if it'll focus. Okay, isn't that so cute? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to share that. Oh, so then the lady was like, do you want that gift wrapped? And I told her yes. I had my own stuff gift wrapped. Show the cover. It's an Instant Art Notepad. I'll share it on my website. I will. I'll share it on there and who makes it. Create noteworthy works of art. I'll share who makes this and put this on my blog. So I will. So she gift wrapped it for me. And the reason I had it gift wrapped for me was because the gift wrapping looked like this. So I unwrapped it. Is that the funniest thing that I said to her? Yes, I would like that gift wrap. She's like, separate or together? I'm like, put it together. And I had her wrap it just because this was the wrapping paper. So, I don't know. I guess I think this is what I'm probably going to base tonight on. Anyway, isn't that funny? The lady's like, do you want that wrapped? I'm like, yeah, I do. I know I should. So I'll put this on, and I'll show the different pages. I'll put that on my blog. You can give the link to my blog right now, Andy, but soon that'll be changing. That's so me. Okay, so where do we want to start? Okay. Oh, I do want to share lately that this is what has been, this page. Do you ever have pages that you just want to throw up and say, bad page, bad page? I couldn't even bubble wrap the thing, Angie, to fix it. This is what happens when you just decide, oh, it's too much. And then you start throwing bubble. Yvonne, if she's not on, but we were laughing about this. So this is just some of my latest pages. These are watercolor pencils. These are markers that I've had them forever. I pulled them out. And so I'm going to and this was today. What was I doing today? I was on the phone with somebody boring. So I don't know. So this is my idea book. And I think what I'm going to do is and I think I'm going to do a play on a couple of pages that I've been working on. How about that? I know. Angie, no, bubble wrap did not even fix it. It was so bad. So anyway, okay, let's see. Oh, and actually, I used the rest of my bubble wrap to send a couple of pieces that I sold this week. So I am actually out of bubble wrap, believe it or not. I gotta wait till my dad mails me something because my dad bubble wraps things. So basically, my dad, when he packs something, could go to the moon. But anyway. Oh, Angie is packing to move her whole self. So that is what we have going on. And this is the rest of my bubble wrap. I have found just a couple of pieces. So let's get started. I've talked about the Creative Dare for March. I did talk about May. There is going to be, oh my God, so many cool sponsors. So, hi Tracy. Okay. So is everybody good? It's terrible. Not the packing, but knowing that I can't walk into my room and make something. Angie's moving, so I know how that is. Haven't done it in a while, but. Okay, so are we all ready to get started? Okay, let me make sure that this camera is working, and I didn't even test it out, so I'm going to play with some new things today, but I got these. These are so freaking cool. Let me just tell you. Okay, this might need to come a little closer. Okay. I need something for it to focus on. Okay, can everybody hear me and everything? All right. These are not pencils, but I actually had these. I do have pencils. I've had these for a while. And they're watercolor pencils, so they're activated by water. I use this kind of thing when I travel a lot, but this is such a big set that traveling with this is kind of a pain. So let me tell you a funny story. I'm going to come back to that real quick. So this weekend, I took these with me. I was with the man friend, okay? And I took these with me, okay? And I was painting. What did I do this weekend? So I think I did. I worked on this page. And I'll show them in a minute. I was working on this, okay? Okay. Uh-oh. Tamiko, is it buffering? I'm sorry. Ustream is free and a pain in the butt all at the same time. Okay. So I bought these. I bought these a little while ago, and I had said, I'll play with them. I'll play with them. And I had played with them with somebody else. So I bought them. And I went to go package. They're blocks. They're basically blocks, right? And I went to go put them away, and they wouldn't fit in the packaging. And underneath something was blocking it, so I took the tray out. I did not know. Okay, so I knew that tray existed, right? I didn't know that tray existed. It was right underneath. Isn't that cool? I've had these. Yep, there's the rest of the greens and the teals and the browns and the blacks and the white. They are called Intense Blocks, and I have 72 colors, but little did I know 36 were on top and 36 were on the bottom. So I have been, but you know me, my art is this color, so I didn't need other colors, but I wondered, why did it come with black and white? So underneath, they had all spilled out, and I found the other 36. Okay, Mary says I have some, and I don't. Look, I know the greens, but I don't know what I was thinking. And there's the most gorgeous teal colors. And I'm sitting there, and my significant other, I go, oh my God. And he goes, what? He was like, you bought them? And didn't know. But just to be clear, I do know the watercolor pencils have 2 trays. Isn't that great? They're so cool. So I thought I'd do a play with those today, and like I said, and I was mad because I remember when the box came for these a while ago, the box was all broken up. So I was afraid they were broken, and a couple of them were, but I've realized it doesn't matter. I actually break them up anyway. So, okay. So I will talk about these today, and I will put them on a blog of some sort, hopefully tomorrow. All right, so just to be clear, when you do buy things, and I hate the case they come in, when you buy things and they say 72 on them, make sure you're using all 72 colors. Otherwise, it'll be like Christmas the next time you unwrap them. Okay, so they're basically like chalks. Okay, it says, I've used them a long time ago. Okay, yeah, who's time to look at new toys? Okay. Hi, Lisa. I shouldn't admit how stupid I know. Everybody's going, what does 72 mean? I actually thought this looked like 72. That's a lot of colors. All right, I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't have told that story. All right, going back. So I thought if we wanted to play today, because a lot of people back in the day, and when I was scrapbooking, because I love to scrapbook, and I did for a long time, was I had Tombow markers, and I used to use them. So I'm going to use those today, too. They're kind of like chalks, but they're activated by water. Oh, my God. I don't think anybody's going to watch this show after they realize the Nimrod who was teaching it is a total dork. But anyway, I'm sorry. That's the truth of the matter. I wasn't lying. I love it when yeah, it felt like 72. I felt like this was an array of colors. So that's what I've been doing in this book. And, yeah, they're called Intense Blocks. And they're by Derwent. And you can use them. I'll show you a couple of things. Let me just get a piece of, I'll tell you how I use them. And then you can decide. But, I mean, I don't know how you use them all. But, listen, I've only used 36 colors so far. But you can do this. You can color with them. Or you can, like I use, see when I'm traveling, I use a water pen or a water brush. I hate water brushes. But I'm not a big advocate of water brushes, but basically, see, they activate and they're like watercolors. So aren't they cool? And they have a really intense, hello, the name intense, color. Or you can do this. So you can wet them and just use them straight off the block. Isn't that nifty? And when I'm traveling around, or like when I go to my friend's house on the weekend to do a little visit, I take my water brushes. I use water brushes just so I don't have to worry about, taking a water. But isn't that nifty? And now I have 36 more colors to play with. But it's so funny when I didn't notice it because these are the main colors I use. But isn't that great? And then when I'm using I just take a towel with me. So in between colors, that's all I have to do. And there's water in there. I'm not a big fan of water brushes, though. So don't go running and buying 12 of them. If you can use regular water and a round paintbrush. Look at everybody. Okay. I probably am starting a massive, I just want to play. And I would love to just kind of play right now. I don't know what we're going to do on this. Again, I never know what we're going to do on anything. But what do you think? Sandy. Yeah, I do use a fixative just to spray over the top of them, but since they're activated with water, I haven't really needed to. But I will tell you this, when I'm using my whites Uniball Signo, so for example on this page, so I did this page with these. When I use I used them with markers too. When I go to use the white Uniball Signo, a lot of times I find that it is best to spray a workable matte or a fixative. And so anyway, let's just play. Okay, and I'm going to probably do a takeoff of this page. It was a really fun page to do, and we'll add some more flowers, and we'll do something with markers. What do you say? Just shut up and paint? Let's just shut up and paint. Okay. Oh my God, I love it when I discover, and I think I'm going to use that second tray of paints because it was so fun. Okay. Is everybody with me? All right. Now, I don't normally, oh, let me get a Sharpie that works pretty well. All right. I love it when so this is this is my playing around. And, okay. Oh, what is the fixative I use? Great question. I will tell you, I love them. I work for Deco Art. So before anybody yells at me, I will disclaimer and say I work for Deco Art. This is the fixative I use. I use the matte. Sorry, until I start drawing, or until this white has something to focus on, it'll do that a little bit. So this is Americana Deco Art. I use matte and gloss, and I use these as I go along. I typically use the matte and finish with the gloss, but that's just me. Really, it's just intensified hairspray. Okay, so yeah, everything hairspray, but I don't use hairspray, so there you go. Okay, that's what I do, and so I'm going to do this. I know I never do this, and I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, Andy. Yep, I'm coming. I know, is it getting blurry? Okay, I already answered the fixative question. Okay, in case I don't see your question, once I start painting, I kind of get in the zone, and I don't know what's going on, and I apologize. I can't pay attention to painting and the questions and moderating and chit-chatting, and I try to tell you stories and be entertaining, and it's exhausting. So I have those moderators, and they have my cell phone number, so they text me and stay on my butt. So if you hear that going off, it's just that. So this is, I'm just going to start drawing craziness, I know. But I do want one of my flowers to be white. No, do I? No. Yeah, I do. I do want one of my flowers to be white. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that flower in. Oh, look at me. I really did want that flower to be white. And some of my flowers are going to come down and some of them are not. Okay, so this is just a Sharpie. And, oh, whoops, I don't need to do that. What am I doing? So this is, would you guys rather see the intense blocks, or do you want to see Tombow markers, or do you want to see a combination of both? Yes, I'm using, I will use both if that's what you want to do, but I'll use one or the other if you'd rather. Combo, both. Okay. Intense blocks, both. Blocks, both. Okay. So if you guys have never used Tombow markers, basically they're activated by water too. Let's do a couple of, just in a really dandy mood right now. I don't know why. All right. So as I go, some of these pencil marks, I'm probably going to, oh, poop. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I just want to get rid of some of those pencil marks. I have had these markers forever. Some are dried out, so if you see me change them, it doesn't mean I didn't like that color. It was just that I went, oh, shoot. The markers are dead. I've had these. I've had a lot of, I used to have these for scrapbooking, and I love them. So I'm not much of a, you'll notice a lot of people ask me for my sketches. This is my latest thing. People want to color in my sketches, but the problem is this. I don't really sketch a lot. I just go right to the drawing part of it. So I always think it would be fun to have somebody drawing in my pencil marks, but I don't really, and I fix everything as I go along. Like, I really do hate most of the stuff as I'm going along. Oops. So these are just Tombow markers. If you ever, All right. And I am going to sketch some. Scary doing this. I actually get a little scared when I am sketching with a Sharpie, then greater chance of messing up, I guess. Okay, I like that color better. All right. Mary wants to know. Oh, my same watercolor paper that I love and I really have never deviated from. Mixed media. Strathmore, 140 pounds. Vellum surface is very smooth. I love it. I do want to do some more drawing with. Oh, you know what? I hate drawing with pencil. You know why I hate drawing with pencil? Because I do. So let's just man up, get the Sharpie out. My thinner one, though. I feel like I'm all over the map, and I apologize for that, but truth of the matter is, guess what? I'm all over the map. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. And don't worry. I mean, this looks hideous now. It'll look hideous later, too. I'm just going to save right here to write. And the only thing I'm doing is kind of erasing my little sketch marks as I go. I don't need those in there. And we'll put like 5 flowers. What do you think? 5 flowers? 5 flowers. And these over here are going to be okay. 1, 2, 3. This one needs leaves. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have had all my, oh well. You know, sometimes you just, attention to detail, but that's okay. I'll live. I really meant to erase this. It's a little harder to erase. Okay. Don't worry about it, Tracy. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy yourself. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to 9. Oops. All right, so we'll use the intense, and then I'll use the intense in there, and then blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm going to try and move these in the picture. I wish I wouldn't have brought all these down, and I wish I would have kept some up, but you know what? Stop obsessing. All right. So let me get, let me get a brush. I like round brushes, but you don't have to use round brushes. Of course, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So let's just do this. So this is how these work. Hello, how cool is that? Do you see it? It's just that easy. Okay, now I'll show you how the pens work. Same idea. and you just wet them, and they're activated by water too. Okay? And I try to, you know, like when I'm ooh, let's make sure we're in the screen here. This one I didn't even add color to. Aren't those nifty? Andy. How cute. Don't forget the other tray. We're going to use the other tray. Pretty excited. Pretty excited about that. Pretty excited that I bought twice the amount that I didn't know I was buying. I'm like one of those people, I hate to say this, I buy like 5 of them, test them out. Like Tombow, these markers, I tested those out and I ended up buying the whole set, and I think I gave away the original ones I tested because I just want the whole set. If you can afford them, this is what I do for a living. Sometimes, it's an expense, but it's one worth making. And if you like something, I love to use it. I do try to use things I buy, but the watercolor pencils that I had those back. I had a lot of those I took some art classes, and I had that. I have some older sets too that I just don't like as much, but okay. So I'm not really big into perfectly sketching everything. That's going to remain white. Let's do some more. Okay, let's do this. Oh, let's use some purples and some. So I kind of would be more apt to say I broke some of them in half because some of them I was trying to color with, but I don't know, it just seems so fun. And you don't even have to use them that wet. Now I'll go back and add some detail. The less wet they are, the more detail you'll get. Are they not the coolest thing in the whole wide world? Oh, I cannot wait to use the second tray. It's like a whole nother surprise is going to be waiting for me underneath. Now see, these I can envision I can travel with too, so that's a very cool thing for me. Anything I can take on the go for me keeps me creative. I believe in exercising my creative muscles every single day. Oh, getting such a pretty sunset, but I gotta let some more light in. Let's get some more light in here. Too bright, not bright enough. Okay. All right. And I know I'm a big advocate. Use what you have. Don't go ordering them. But if you really want something, you guys keep asking me to play with new stuff, and I'm going to do it. These were kind of fun. I saw these in a group I belonged to, and one of the girls, I had tried it out, went, and I thought, oh, man, I got to have those. So I had ordered them. All right. Let's see what fun colors await us down here. Oh, mostly greens. Oh, and let's get this baby wet. I'd say it takes a little more wet to get these the markers going. And one thing you got to make sure your layers are dry. See my little red or my pink and my, sorry. I have a weird thing about blending all the colors. Just did it again. Look at me. I'm going too fast. Okay, relax it, Tracy. Bring it back in a notch. Okay. All right. I'm going to use a bright orange for this one. And that would be, see how I didn't notice the bottom one? Okay. Let's get a bright orange. Let's see, this looks fairly bright and orangey. Yes, it is. Maybe. See, it's about this point. I tune out. I can't pay attention. I want to know what's going on. And I just can't do it all. Oops. I'm telling you, I love Monday nights. So if you can't, I know these are expensive. Things like this get expensive. So I always recommend use your watercolors. Go get a praying set. Do something fun. Don't. But you guys keep wanting me to use different stuff, so I'm going to use it. I call this having to the job, you know? Part of the job. Oh, best part of the job. And I don't really worry about being perfect. Okay. Okay, and that color will be a, see, I love the variety. Just, isn't it funny? I could probably just go ahead and use the top layer again. But I want to use that teal. Okay. And make sure the sun is going away. All right, I can open this. Sorry, I had to get some light in here. Okay, is that better? Okay. Let me see. What are we missing here? We got some. All right, not too worried about that. Okay. Oh, we got this flower. Duh. How about some pink? I don't know if this, I don't know if top tray or bottom tray. No, pink. All right. And I'm going to do the inside yellow, and I'm going to do this bottom rim blue. I'm into blue lately. Oh, I love blue. Okay. So where are we at? No pink. I got no pink. I love this pink. Hold on. Oh, that's kind of pink. I think what I like about, oh no, that is probably the school. Sorry about my life. Gets in the way.
We're not available to take your phone call, but leave your name and number, and we'll return your call. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. I don't know what. I looked at the caller ID and it said, "Go Green Education." That was MSU calling me for money. It's around this time that the Alumni Association ironically needs more money. All right. So now I want to, I'm going to use this Way Intense yellow, and I am just going to color in, and then I'm going to bring my pan pastels in, which are so fun when you're using this stuff. Okay, I have to tell you, the colors are just so vibrant. And you're going to have to keep the paintbrush wet for this part. And I am using I don't know if the right thing to do is, I'm using them right into the pan. I don't take them out. Are we just loving these or what? Okay, I haven't looked up. I probably have asked 12 questions and I haven't looked up once. I love them. Now do you guys know why I've been having so much fun in my studio? And you all thought I was going to draw hearts tonight. Pfft, no. Thought about it. Okay, I'm going to draw, I normally don't do another border around it, but I'm going to draw something else around it. Now, for those of you who are new, my art is pretty let it go style, which means I let it go. I try not to overthink things, which is why typically you don't see a lot of before and after pic. Like, this is what we're going to do pieces. I wish I could be that organized and say, I mean, I do have to teach that way, so don't think if you sign up for a class, I show up and I go, oh, I have no idea what we're doing today. No, that's not how it works. Sorry if my head's in the way. I'm trying to. And the fun will in this page will be filling in the gaps and doodling and just, I don't know, bringing this baby to life. Okay? And I will share all this on my blog. I do kind of show everything on my blog the next day. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but If I do, it'll be in a whole new location, and I have to learn how to blog on the new website, which is scary. Everything's a changing in my life. Everything. Okay, so we're gonna open up the second tray, which is kind of a big thing here. Let's get, we got a little bit of water happening over here. Okay. All right, is everything good? Oh my God, Yvonne, I was talking about you earlier. Okay, everybody look at the second tray I have. All right. So let's bring in a purple color over here. Oh, yeah. Yvonne, did they tell you the funny thing that I did? If they didn't, they need to. Tell you guys, I almost want teal around the perimeter, and I know that's going to be enough. I know that's going to be too much, but you know me, I'm never happy till there's just too much going on around here. All right. Okay. So maybe I won't put the teal, but let's see. Okay, so Yvonne, I had bought these set a while ago of Intense blocks. And this weekend I was at my friend's house and nothing would fit back in the packaging and I couldn't figure out why. And that was because there was a whole nother tray of colors. Is that funny? I didn't even know I had them. That's me. All right, so we got a little wet right here. Oh, I need some orange right there. I need some orange and some orange right here. All right, we're done. I can yay or nay on the teal around the perimeter. Okay, I know that it looks like a 5-year-old drew this, but there is rhyme and reason, okay? Oops, hold on, I gotta. All right. All right. All right, should we leave the perimeter white or should I make it teal and go all out on this? Do it. Okay, is that what we're saying? I say we do it to it too. I mean, just go for it, but teal, do it. Okay, let's have fun. I think there's people tuning in right now going, yeah, anytime you want to have fun, that would be great. Okay, look at this. Look at my bonus colors. Hi, I didn't even know you guys existed. I don't know what colors this is. Okay, oh, let's find out. Okay, everybody, we're going to do a blend of, oh, my God, those colors are so intense. Okay. I know somebody's going to yell at me and go, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? I don't care. We're going to have some fun. And I have to start doodling in about 5 minutes, otherwise I'll never get this done. I do try to have every piece done within an hour. Sometimes I have to go back and add details, but most times not. Oh, these are absorbent. I'm kind of mixing two colors. I don't know what colors I'm. Okay. Ho, ho, ho. Oh my God. Okay. They're yelling teal, so we're going teal. I mean, I can't unteal it now, people. I just started painting. I went a little rogue on you. I made some executive decisions without everybody. It was just, I think I'm just so excited that I found a whole second tray of paints that I feel like I have to use them now that I have never used them. And I'm probably going to draw my pan pastels in a little bit. So for those of you who got all excited last week that we used them, a lot of people have them and a lot of people don't use them. I don't know why. I think I know why. I think we collect stuff and then we get intimidated or don't know what to do with it. But I'm all about the try it, use it, love it. And if you don't use it and you don't love it, don't buy it. Get rid of it. Sell it, buy something else. I know, believe it or not. Believe it or not, there are several things people love and I don't like, and you got to find out what you like. All right. You got to find what you like. Okay, a little brighter than my norm. Who am I fooling? Oops. It's okay. Gonna. This is what happens when I get to the end and I realize I promise you all that I'm going to finish it and I have to steamroll through it. But it can be done. This is why I think your creative dares should take an hour or so. Don't overthink them. And then that leaves you the rest of the month to submit 3 pieces. And yes, there is no limit. I mean, I would ask that you don't submit 47 pieces to everybody's 1, but we love to see your art, so go for it. And if I did anything tonight that it was inspired you, please share it. I think I'm one of those people who loves to see your pieces based on what we do. And it's that simple. Okay, done. All right, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to go crazy as I overthink it and go crazy. So everybody now can call me a professional artist because I was in Professional Artist magazine, only you probably want to call me the professional OCD girl. Okay. Oh my God. I know this looks like a placemat that you colored in kindergarten and you handed it to your mom and you go, Mom, look. And your mom's like, oh my God, it's ugly. I mean, that's so beautiful. And then 5 minutes later, you find it in the trash. Yes, that happened to me. Not my mother, me with my twins. I went, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Okay. So this is all supposed to be about letting go. We're not supposed to be all pent up when we're doing this. Oops. But the most important thing about this next step is you should have this dry. Okay. I remember my preschoolers brought home so much art one year that I started to rotate it right into the round pile. And the preschool teacher was a really good friend of mine. And she's like, the twins asked me to tell you to please not put this in the trash can right away. All right. Now, I know some of you are a little worried about the direction this has taken. That would be me included. I forgot some. right here. Stuff dries up quick. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, those were fun. Did you guys have fun at least? You're all like, oh yeah. We're so glad that's over. All right, let's doodle. Let's have some fun. Now, a couple of things that I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a paint pen around. First thing I'm going to do, well, yeah. No, no, yeah, no, yes, no. Okay. I'm going to take, I usually use two Sharpies. I use, oh, shoot. I use thin and fine and less fine. I'm looking for a pad of paper. Hold on. Excuse me. Oh, it's kind of... Okay. Here we go. There we go. I just had to make sure my... So this is why I said the drying time was so important, because a Sharpie does not like water. Your Sharpie does not want to meet water. Trust me on that. And I am all about the who cares about it fun. I swear, if you try to make this exact, it is not going to work. Yeah. So just have fun with it, okay? And I know I go really fast, but in order to have this done by about 7:15, I have to do it really fast. So that's the way it goes, peeps. And if you think I'm in my art journal doing it any other way than this, no. I can journal in bed. I can journal at the DMV. I'm pretty multifaceted and talented and can just do this. I hope you see it's coming alive and not dying. And I will tell you when the fixative comes into play. About after this point, I will want to add white to it. Then I spray the fixative on it. Before I go doodling the white into it, because I will bring some more white back into it. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so hot right now. I should... Okay. You ever look at somebody's somebody like this and go, oh my God, this is really what she does? This is all she does? This is it? Like so this is a Montana paint pen, and the only reason I am using this is I really want a thick line. This is how I'm going to differentiate this border. And I'm just going thick. I just really wanted a thick line. I can use a Sharpie, but I like the thickness of this so I don't have to go over it 12 times with a Sharpie. Okay. And then I am going to do this, believe it or not. And I'm going to do this. Okay. See how much real estate this thing covers? And okay. Cool, huh? Okay. This is a Montana paint pen. Again, I could do it with a Sharpie, but I just wanted to go quick. Okay. You're like, I just want this misery to go quick too. Okay, now I'm gonna bring in my pan pastels in yellow. Okay, we're done with these. I will list this all on my blog. So if you guys didn't get something, don't panic. It'll all be on my blog in the next, I don't know, century or so. Okay, so if you're not familiar with pan pastels, they're these. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're pastels, basically. But basically, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to add some color, just some highlighting. And this is like a fancy makeup applicator. It just makes it fun. Cool, huh? Cool, cool, cool. See? And then I'm going to come back in and add some white. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So let's... Oh, somebody asked if I'd like Starbucks. Yes, I would. Okay. They come with a bunch of different applicators, so oops, I don't like that one. Hold on. I know I have one I do like. Okay. I have no idea how much time I have left, so I'm just boogie woogieing so that we can get this into the next phase, which is okay. Oh, yeah, if you don't have the trays, somebody just said I need the trays for my pans. If you don't have them, get them. Oh my God. I didn't use them half as much when they were in the how they come, because they're all stacked up and they're such a pain in the butt. But I do recommend you get the trays. It just makes them easier to use, and I divided mine up by color. That way they're always available. Okay, so it is about this time, which I probably will throw a little spray over this. Now I will tell you this. There is a spray like a, oh God, what's it called? But it's activated by water. I don't use that because my everything we used was water activated. So if you go and pump and spray something onto this right now, you will be basically reactivating the water. So I don't do that. Okay, I did by accident. In other words, don't do what I did. And I use the adhesive, like the spray fixative. That's just the best way to do it, because otherwise you reactivate your spray and you're sorry you did that. Let me just tell you that you are sorry you did. I actually did that today. I wasn't really sorry because it turned out so cool what I did. The effect was like super cool. But if I wasn't careful, that would have started running all over the page, because they do make a spray fixative that they recommend. Oh, did you hear that? I just dumped over my butainer with all my doodling supplies in it. So anyway, it's a, and I can show it to you. It's a workable fixative, but it's in a pump. I I can't remember the name of it, but I use it, but when I'm using watercolors, I don't, because it reactivates the water in your paints, and then you're like, holy mackerel, what did I just do? So don't do that, unless you mean to do it. Which, maybe I meant to do it. No, I didn't. Okay. Isn't it funny when you, oh yeah, I meant to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that. A couple of times on the show I went, yeah, I meant to do that. Oh yeah, no. I probably didn't mean to do that. I probably got off the air breathing, hyperventilating. Because yes, every week I wonder how this is all going to come together. Oops. Okay. I'm just going around adding a little bit of distress to the edges. Just a little bit of love. Aging it. All right. Cool. All right. Maybe this doesn't look like a 5-year-old did it. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. I am really into blues lately. I cannot explain it because I never used to be, but I really am now. Okay, so this is the point at which I'm probably going to throw a little spray over it, and that is because, and you should always use a spray in a ventilated area. And my office windows are open, but I probably should step outside. I know that, and I don't need anybody to yell at me right now. But what's up, hon? Green tea, please. Okay. I think I said that.
Anything special or whatever?
Green tea. Okay, I know this is not right. Don't listen. Okay, just envision we're outside in a ventilated area. Okay. And if you're asthmatic, don't do what I just did. Okay. All right. And there's a reason why I did spray that. Oh, yeah, I just did spray. I just dumped this whole thing over and the lid is not on. Okay, sorry, I'm getting all my pens and pencils off the floor. Okay, here we go. Doesn't take long. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yuck, that's nice. Had a cobweb. Okay, how are we doing? Is everybody good? Shoot, wasn't social stream. There we go. Okay. So do you see sort of the mindset of, okay, let's see. I'm going to show you why I did the spraying when I did it. Okay. My Signo, my Uniball, does tend to work best after it has been sprayed. It kind of, it keeps the paints from absorbing back through so much. So what I do now is I go through and I find some of the natural negative space that I created with the pen, with the 2 pens, and I am just going back through and here doing this, okay? And then I can go add more doodles, okay? But I just am trying to add a little of fun to it. And it cements down. You got to cement down all that pan pastel work. Yeah, that should be fixative. I don't know if you have to use a fixative on the blocks necessarily because those are water activated. I don't think so because those are pretty set. So that's all I'm doing here is just filling in negative space, and it just makes it more fun. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add some polka dots. Oh, none of these don't work really that great. Don't ask me about these. I am Montana mad right now. I got to find a better alternative. Uh-oh. Andy. I just used matte, and I just, the question was, what fixative do I use? And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. I use matte when I'm working on it, or workable fixative. I think Krylon makes a workative fixative. So I use matte while I'm working on it, but sometimes I look at the photo when I'm done and I go, oh, shoot, that should be gloss. So I spray gloss over the top of the whole thing. Does that make sense? And believe it or not, I thoroughly believe that when you spray these things down, it just intensifies the colors. So, and I'm going to dry everything. I'm trying to dry everything. So for me, it's a personal preference of whether you like matte or glossy, but a lot of times I finish it in glossy. I just like the way it looks more. I don't know. But that's a personal preference. I have both. I use both, but while I'm working on it, it's usually a matte fixative. And then I'm finalizing it in. And it doesn't take much. And I think the flowers start to come alive with these details, believe it or not. I think before that, they're kind of eh. I'm not, the world's best or worst flower drawer. And I sometimes go back over it with black. Fun, huh? Okay. Okay, what time is it? Oh, 7:18. So I'm over. My saying and stuff, I'm so sorry. It's probably going to have to be done after, which I hate to do. But that's just the way it goes. I can't finish everything. I usually like to be done by 7:15, and I apologize for that. I got charcoal pencil right here, so I'm going to add a charcoal pencil in my little... I have a charcoal pencil with a cobweb on it because I dropped it on my floor. So this is a 3B charcoal pencil. It's just something that's going to add a little bit more dimension. Okay. And you know what I feel like sometimes? I feel like those, I saw a couple of these guys, who draw at, I don't know, the boardwalk or whatever really fast. That's sometimes what I feel like. Okay. So, and this one needs, see this Montana paint pen? I don't like the way it shows up on the, so this is what I do. I go back over it in my Uniball and I just do that to it. I know it's supposed to be better, but I don't know why I don't have luck with it. And so I stopped fighting it and I just go back over it with my own pen that I like. And that's the way it goes. Okay. So what do you think? Good night, everybody. My spa treatment is waiting. Oh, thank you so much. So, really, when I look at this, I say, you know what? I have to add maybe a saying to it or something. But I am not going to go nutty over it. I really just wanted this to be something fun. And that is kind of what it is. Kind of. Maybe you're thinking not. Good. It's like I just can't get enough doodles in it. Okay. So I really just need a saying on this. And you know the other thing I might do? Sometimes I go along and I add a cool little thing on the border, but that's about it. I am not going to go nuts. I'm going to probably add a saying in here. And I'm sorry I went over. It's just sometimes we were playing with new toys, and that's what happens to me. I get really excited, and I can't stop. And that has been what has happened tonight. But if you get back on my blog in the next day or so, I don't know where that blog is going to be, but I will hopefully tell you where it'll be. Everything I used will be listed on there. And I will finish this out, put a cool little saying on it, and it'll be done. Let me bring it back here. Oh, sorry, camera. Oh, sorry I didn't finish it. I tried. But I really like it. It was a lot more fun than I, expected us to have in one night. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there was anything from tonight that inspired you or made you want to create something or do something, please share it because I do put them on my blog. Again, I don't know where my blog will be, but hopefully it'll be there soon. And if you haven't signed up, there was a place to put your name in to update you when it goes live, and hopefully it hasn't already gone live because I'm not there to make sure it goes live. Okay. And I'll share, like I said, everything. Oh, thank you. I wasn't crazy about the yellows, but I love how they turned out. Yeah, Tamiko, I'm not a big yellow person either, but lately I've been having fun with it. So, and I really am glad we did the blue around the perimeter. So, and I'll share. I'm not a yellow person either. That's funny. I like my office. It's yellow, but I'm not a big. It's hard to play with yellow. And the good thing about yellow, I always find, is you can tone it back with white. And Pan Pastels makes white. So sometimes I go back in and I cheat and I put white over it. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Marcia. So fun. My head is exploding with ideas. Oh, I love that. That is what I love. I love that if you can leave this time and come back and share something, that is what I love. Even if it is just one little technique that you saw, I'm all over it. Okay. Thank you, Yvonne. Okay, now that I've discovered 36 more colors in my thing, I'm so excited. Still think that's funny. I still think that's funny. Okay. So, everybody breathing? My Starbucks is on the way. All right. Thank you very much for tonight. We'll be back next Monday is the 24th. And then I'm off the following Monday because I'm working at a convention. going to be teaching at a convention. So I'll be off in 1 week. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll still be here, but I will be just flipping off and I'll answer any questions. So I just want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to say go Michigan State. March Madness is here. And I'll see you guys all in 1 week. So see you next Monday. Good night.